Toppy, the 5 things you want to see.
Well, 5 things here that I would love to see in this game. Number 1, I want to see ghosts. I want Zach Wilson to see ghosts in this game. This is a team that can do it. This is a defense that can absolutely do it. You can get to him. Bobby, he's pretty slow with his reads, right? At this point still?
So, yeah, he's still developing. Ross talked about it yesterday. He has a tendency to hold on to the football too long. He goes back. He'll dig himself a hole. He doesn't break the pocket very easily, so he can get rattled pretty quick.
So make him see a little bit of ghost. Number 2, find a rhythm on offense. I didn't feel like they were, excellent offensively in week 1. Some of the numbers showed they were very, very efficient, but they didn't seem like they clicked everywhere yet. Let's find a little bit of a rhythm. Number 3, and this is one that you're probably going to love. Don't get cute. Getting cute is how the Jets can beat you. In one of the ways that they can beat you.
You might have to get cute offensively if you can't score.
Well,
a little bit of trickery.
You should beat this team by more than a score with their quarterback situation. The only way you don't is if you get cute in doing it. And the only way that the Jets can win is really if the Cowboys can win at 4. The number 4, you know who can beat you. There are 2 guys offensively that can beat you for them. Breece and Garrett.
Maybe Dalvin.
Dalvin Cook can, pound you a little bit, but stop it. But Breece and Garrett Wilson, they're the lightning. They're the lightning in this game. Literally anybody else, let anybody else with those 2 beat you. And then 5, get them out early. If this lead is remotely comfortable, and the Jets have done nothing offensively, they got nothing going. Just like last week, get those guys out of there. You don't need to see Mike out there in a 3-score game in the fourth quarter. You don't need to see Dak out there. Get them out of there. Let them pad their stats another day.
I understand that Dalvin Cook isn't necessarily the same player that he has been, and that we're talking about being on a different team. It is important to know Dalvin Cook has wrecked this football team every time he's played them.
Yes.
In 4 career games, he has 493 scrimmage yards. That's 123 per game. He had 183, 97 rushing, 86 receiving, and a rushing touchdown in his only game that he ever played in Dallas. That was in 2019, in the middle of that dreadful 8-8 purgatory year where they were really good but couldn't, live up to expectations. So I do think Dalvin Cook is somebody that at least you have to consider.
Yeah, but he's $1 million. It's like, it's like Dan Marino saying, I can throw for 6,000 yards. It's like he's past his prime. It's Breece's time.
Are those your 5 things?
Those are my 5.
What's your score?
Cowboys win this one 27-6.
Whoa!
27-6. They win this football game.
Wow.
$1 million here. Cowboys by $1 million. Just by 1,000. They're going to take the Cowboys on the points. Actually, take the under because the Jets can't score. They couldn't score with a fistful of 50s right now.
So you think the Cowboys? You think the Cowboys offense can do work against them?
I think they're going to get good field position, and they're not going to have to move the ball very often. They may get a bunch of field goals, a few touchdowns here or there, but
you feel better about this game than the Giant game going in? That's a question for all the totals. Going in, don't use hindsight 40-zip. Did you feel better about the Giant game or this game? I know it sounds weird, no Rodgers in Arlington.
It's tough to say because, I felt that they were going to win the Giant game, but that
we're all 1-0.
It was going to be closer than that. This, look, you have Zach Wilson as your quarterback. I'm sorry, I haven't seen anything from him that gives me any kind of notion that they're a threat in this one.
Roberto.
Yeah, I think that this is. Mike referenced it earlier. Mike McCarthy referenced it at 6:30. That the idea that September is not the cleanest football that you're going to play. It's usually you're still kind of trying to find your footing, and that's a normal year, even when you have carryover. This is an offense that's trying to implement some new stuff that they didn't necessarily get the chance to knock the rust off of last week because they got up big early. They were trying to, just protect the lead, get out of there. The elements were what they were. This is kind of going to be the debut of what they want to do. And the Jets are a really good defense. How healthy is your offensive line? Is Brandon Cooks going to play? So I think Dallas is going to struggle to score in this game. I don't think that they're going to light it up offensively. If they come out of this with 27 points, Chop, I think that is a huge victory for them.
Okay.
Yes, really.
But
to me, the crazy exciting thing is if they score early and efficiently and they just go up and down the field. If it happens in the fourth quarter, you eventually break them after what?
Nothing. I just saw somebody I know from my childhood that showed up that I haven't seen in 15 years.
Well, we
Yeah.
have an 8:20 segment.
Yeah.
There we go. We have an 8:20. If they come out and the Jets aren't like exhausted and tired, and you eventually kind of break them, and they go up and down the field against this defense when everyone's fresh, I'll be coming in here Monday like, okay, like a lot of people are doing after the Monday Giants game, and I'm like, 14-0 was a little fluky. If that actually happens, I'll be on a real high talking about Las Vegas and the big game.
Yeah, and so I do think that there's plenty of questions about the Jets, obviously, offensively, their ability to pass protect, Zach Wilson, what he can do. They're going to want to run the football, and the Cowboys have struggled with that at times. So there will be moments, I think, where the Jets will be able to move the ball. But ultimately, I think this is a game that we come away from saying Dallas was in control the whole time. You feel like Dallas won all 4 quarters, but the scoreboard's not going to look dominant. So I've got Cowboys 16-10 in this one.
16-10.
Yep.
Okay. Trucker.com text line, it's 27-10 Dallas. 24-13 Cowboys. Pollard will go for 136 and 2.
Whoa.
31-10 Cowboys. 37-13 Cowboys.
No Jets on there.
27-10 Cowboys. No. Let's see. It's I've seen no Jets at all.
Pepe, what else are the Tolos saying? And give us your prediction.
Yeah, they're all blowouts here. 214, 34-9, 817, 31-10.
Wow.
So I mean, it's 100% Cowboys. I have not seen one Jet win on this fan text.
I'm really surprised that so many people are putting that much confidence in the offense. I think this Giants elixir has poisoned the Metroplex a little bit.
Yep.
I really do. All these questions, all these DAC questions, and everyone's picking 27 or 30 points against this defense. It doesn't add up to me. It doesn't make sense. I like it. I hope that that's the case. I'm more with you, Bobby. But Pepe, give us your pick and why it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not worried at all about this game. No Rodgers is the clear thing here. So I have Cowboys winning 24-9.
24-9. I'm going to go like 23-16 Cowboys, something like that.
So backdoor cover, huh?
22-15, some crazy origami thing. Scoregami.
I like it.
Scoregami. Look, the big test in this game, what's a bigger test for y'all? And what do you be more excited about? The Cowboys offense moving it against the Jets? That's probably the answer. Or the Cowboys run D shutting down their run game. The biggest test in this game to me is not the offense. I'll be more excited if that happens. If they completely shut down Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook, I'll be excited about that because that Giants first drive, that worried me.
Yeah.
That did worry me. I was sitting there freaking out a little bit in my living room watching that take place.
Yeah, they got 59 yards rushing, I think, on 7 carries on the opening drive. And then they came back out there and they ran, I think it was 7 straight pass plays out of that. And they fell down 16-0, and it put them in a hole that they then had to throw the rest of the day. So I think that relative to the opponent, I think it's more impressive if the Cowboys are able to move the ball against the Jets defense. I think that would be a big step in the right direction. But just in a vacuum, like if you strip away the context and say, which one of these do I feel less confident is playing at a high level right now, it's the Cowboys' run defense. And so if they're able to shut things down, I will feel really good about that.
Breece Hall fully back from the ACL last October. He had an 83-yard run against the Bills and finished with 127 on 10 carries. So
yeah, that's pretty good. 10 carries for 127.
They might do what the Eagles tried to do last night, just 7 straight carries. What did you ask Patrick Walker? Why would they not?
Yeah, just run it 20 times in a row. And Pat said because they should run it 40 times in a row. Honestly, that should be their MO. Their offensive line run blocks better. They've got capable running backs. They've got capable blocking tight ends. The Cowboys struggle in that area. It just makes sense that that's the way the Jets would want to attack them.